Harry Belafonte.
Yes.
He came in.
Yeah.
Super talented.
Super talented.
You know, heartthrob to the ladies.
Good looking, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But never did the whole cooning thing. And you know,
Did you see the documentary?
I did.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he was like, I will give up my show before I make black people look like idiots. He was very pro-black.
Yeah.
Even though he got a white girl now. Just kidding.
Well, he had a Jewish wife, actually.
He has a Jewish wife, right. It was almost weird because he had he was pro-black, but he had this, because people were like, well, you have this white woman and you're pro-black, but your woman isn't black, you know. But he stood his ground back then when it was like, remember when they had a big controversy when he grabbed that white woman's hand when they were singing that number?
No,
that was like the first time a black man touched a white woman.
It's before interracial porn and all that, right?
Before interracial porn. I watched that. Interracial porn is hilarious because it's like that's where you can be your most racist, but then it's like it makes you the porn more exciting. Racism and porn go together beautifully. It's because they'll be like white cock battles black pussy, black dick goes in little tiny white pussy. Part 5. And you're like this, turn that on. Look at that big black cock going that white girl's pussy. And then the girl will be like, give me your black cock. Yeah, I want that black cock. And it's so funny because the way they look in the camera like, give me that black cock. And interracial porn, like racism helps porn. I'm gonna keep that shit real.
So it's like the opposite.
You
want the opposite effect.
Yeah, you want the opposite effect. Like there's this white man grabbing this black girl.
Right, because in fact,
slave master and you know, and the help. It's like you have those dynamics.
Yeah, no, I remember I'd interviewed this porn girl named Chanel Hart.
I did a 10-man blow bang and 2 minutes of sex at the end, but nobody notices that. They think it's a gangbang, but it was 2 minutes.
But in that cum bang one where they're wearing the Confederate shirts, I mean, there is a racist element to that.
Yes.
You know, because the Confederate flag, depending on how you look at it, I mean, to black people,
right,
I think is mostly seen as a racist thing.
Right. I'm not conflicted by that.
Okay.
I'm not, because at the end of the day, like, I was there on that set, so I'm like, we were having fun, we were laughing about it. Like, racism is very serious, but at the same time, we make jokes about that shit too. You know, we make jokes about how white people and black people are different. So I feel like when I was shooting those type of scenes, I mean, it was kind of like a underlining joke. Like, it ain't serious. Like, I don't really feel like this, but.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen that.
You might have seen that.
See, and they'll have like a Ku Klux Klan member boning a black chick, and you'll be like, "This is racist." Be like, "But I like it though. It's making me a little. Ooh, I'm harder than usual. I love it." You know, they'll see this little white girl with like 8 black dicks, like, "Oh my God." And the father's like, "No, daughter." So now, have you seen those porns where they have the actual father in the back going, "Stop fucking my daughter." Yeah, white girl, I bet your daddy looking at daddy's like, "No, Betty, no." The porn industry is so smart. And then you're like extra hard, like, why is this so good? Because to use racial stereotypes in porn is the smartest thing in the world. Or like an Asian girl, you know, gets a black cock. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? I noticed one thing about porn. White dudes fuck fast as fucking porn. They're always like... White dudes are always doing it. They always do the fast fucking.
And the black dudes do the
black
slow
dudes
fucking.
stay in it a month. Black dudes be like, yeah, I ain't leaving this shit. Yeah.
Right, because you know, I interviewed
I ain't leaving that shit. Yeah.
A few years back, I interviewed Wesley Pipes.
I love him.
And I remember
Dude, he's the funniest dude.
The greatest comment that I think I've ever read.
Yeah.
Was, you know, when I put it up and, you know, I read through some of the comments, someone said, low key, this dude right here taught a whole generation how to talk shit in bed.
You damn right. And his thing is like this: don't run away from the dick. Don't run away from the dick. Where you going? Give me more. There you go. When
He'll talk through the whole scene.
Listen, when a brother has his Timberlands still on, that's the funniest shit. And he always has his Timberlands on with a grip. And they'll just show like his Timberland. just gripped. Like you'll say, oh, he must be at a good angle because he got a good grip. And he'd be like this, where you going? Now, I learned, I'd be like, what? Don't run away from the dick. That dick too much, ain't it? And and this was his famous line. How old is this pussy? 18 years old, huh? Yeah, that's that 19-year-old pussy, ain't it? Yeah, there you go. He'll do that too. There you go. There you go. What's up? Is that all you got? That shit is dope. And the girl be like, no, it ain't. That ain't all I got. Yeah, there you go. Wesley Pipes is my dude. You have Lexington Steele.
Yeah, I interviewed him.
The famous Lexington pullout. Because he'll be like, ugh!
Oh, yeah, the scream at the end.
Yeah, he goes, yeah. But he has, man, that dude be having mad nut, dog.